There in LA, LeBron and the Lakers won last night, beating the Clippers. King James, 28 points, 13 rebounds, their 12th win in 15 games. Afterwards, he continued to speak on behalf of the players, a day after saying who would want to be the face of the league in light of the negativity from those who cover the game. LeBron spoke passionately about how much he and his colleagues love the game when he spoke with Scott Van Pelt.
What matters to me when it comes to my generation and the younger generation that's in our league now is that, I mean, we play it for the love of the game. You know, we're not out here cheating the game. You know, we putting the grind in, we putting the time in. You know, we've always, gave up and gave props to the generation that came before us. Always big them up because we know without them it would not have been us. And we're just trying to carry on tradition. You know, my generation, me, Steph, KD, Russ, James, Kawhi, the rest of our crew. And then we got the younger generation that's doing their thing as well. So, we love what we do. And it's a responsibility for all of us to continue to press the game, push the game in a positive factor for all our fans all over America and all over the world, because it's the best, most beautiful game in the world. When you watch basketball, you're basically listening to music. You're listening to jazz music, R&B music, rap music, hard, heavy metal music, everything essential with that. So, it's a beautiful game. We're all in a position to play this game, and we're here for a reason, but, we don't never take it for granted. So I hope everybody see that when we hit the floor.
Really love that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he covered all genres of music.
I know.
Too.
I was waiting for country to come in.
Appreciated that as well. Lakers looking to replicate the success they had in February. Last month, LA had one of the best records in the NBA. Their offense ranked in top 5 in field goal percentage. Defense, as we talked about this morning, really stepping up, holding opponents to just 42% field goal percentage, the best in the NBA.
Games, and they've won 8 straight against teams that are 500 or better. 2 games out of the number 2 spot. What is even happening, Chandler? Will they finish 2?
I don't know if they'll finish 2, but they've gotten a lot better and they're playing really well. And when you have guys like Jared Vanderbilt that are healthy, Dorian Finney-Smith, Rui, LeBron James who are bought into the defensive end, and now you have a guy like Luka who can come in, can handle most of the offense, the usage that he's going to get. Austin Reeves is still extremely aggressive, and it just seems like when you add a guy like Luka, I feel like some guys can get frustrated, limited touches. Everyone's still touching the ball on the offensive end. The way he's getting guarded, everyone's still getting their opportunity. You get a switch with Rui, you go to him with the block. Austin Reeves is ahead of you on the break, you give it to him, let him go, and he's still unbelievable one-on-one. So I think everyone's just buying in. JJ Redick has them playing really, really well, and it starts with LeBron. Like, dude's 40 years old. He's playing so hard. He's diving on the floor. Like, when you have your best player and your leader like that, giving that kind of effort at his age is contagious. And they look like they're having fun. They're playing well.
Playing really good basketball. Playing fast, too. Like, we were concerned if they didn't have enough size when the trade didn't go through, getting rid of AD. Like, what are you guys going to do on the inside? Didn't matter. They're playing a fast brand of basketball, playing small ball. You got LeBron at the 4 or the 5, being a hybrid, and being a quarterback on defense at 40 years old, giving them just the energy that they need to play at this pace. Like, I think this is a sustainable way to play. I think it works for JJ's style of coaching, and these guys are bought in, like Chandler just mentioned. They're playing really good basketball with it.
I agree. I mean, obviously it starts with LeBron. I mean, he's the veteran guy. He's the oldest guy on the team. He's the most experienced. He's the most established. And when you have all those things and he's leading by example on a nightly basis, like Lou said, it's easy for that to be contagious to the rest of the team. And also, you stick out like a sore thumb if you don't, fall that line. So obviously everybody's bought in right now with this Lakers team, and that's great for them moving forward.
Feels like there's a realistic window here. For me to say that is actually shocking, but it really does. Like, this all of a sudden is just a brand new situation.
Yeah, I'm in because we've been talking about it the whole time. Like, we thought some of these young teams were fool's gold. So we were waiting for one of these veteran-led groups to kind of take that step forward, right? We thought it was going to be Denver. Surprise, surprise, it's the Los Angeles Lakers and Denver. And now the young teams are kind of fighting for their lives. Like, OKC is the team that I said, yo, y'all are young, but y'all don't get any more passes. Y'all are the best team in the Western Conference. Doesn't matter what the
Think he waits till that number drops and then retires, or do you think he gets out before that number drops?
You know what? It'll be interesting to see, right? Because for me, at 40 years old, the level that he's playing,
like, why leave anything in the tank, right?
Right.
Like, I would love to ride this thing until the wheels fall off, until I start to decline it. And I know, at what age is that, though? Like, if you're still averaging 20 points, there's still time for you to average 18 and then 14. And slowly, we're looking at a 45-year-old man. And also, this is one thing we also got to talk about. We made a big deal about Bronny. We got Bryce coming. And so now what you playing now what you playing at this level, this may buy you 3-4 years to possibly play with not only one of your sons, but the both of them. That'll be an interesting thing to see how this plays out. But LeBron James, who knows? Who knows how this can go? He can ride off into the sunset as a guy who's never averaged under 20 points, or he can ride it till the wheels fall off until he starts to see a decline. But it's amazing what he's doing at this age and at the level that he's doing. It's not like he's just playing good enough or he's getting a participation award. I've said this, he's been the best player on the Lakers this year, even with Luka being in that lineup. It's incredible.
Yeah, and a lot can obviously happen, right, from now to then, but there's no signs of slowing down. Like, you see certain guys that are much younger than him slowing down, right? Whether they're healthy or not healthy, their production is falling off. Just their overall energy, the way that they bring it every single night's falling off. We haven't seen that from him. He's had no hiccups. He's had no father time. He's had no, there's a rookie wall. There's no 40-year-old wall, apparently, because this dude keeps getting better. He keeps getting better and better. And if there's not a drop-off, I can't see him stop playing anytime soon. I feel like he'd be selling himself short. He'd be selling his fans short, the Lakers short. Like, there's no reason for him to even consider right now how good he's playing.
Got to empty the clip.
I mean, I feel like it's a personality question, though, right? Like, what do you think he's
like? I don't know. Does he want to do the Dirk? Does he want to do the Dirk and barely play and average 5 points his last game? I can't see it.
I think he goes out on his own terms. I think he goes out trying to do something that we've never seen before. In your final season playing, you have the opportunity to average 25, 24. Something, most guys in their prime are averaging. I think he goes out on his own terms. I don't think he goes the Dirk route to the point where he's averaging 8 to 12 or 14, nothing below 20.
It'd be 48 by the time he averages 5
But
points.
you know how hard that would be for him,
He might average 18 then.
What's happening?
You know how hard that would be, though, if he did retire and then kind of sit back and watch and be like, damn, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. Like, it's going to be hard for him to not have that.
So it's nothing else for him to prove.
No, I don't think it's to prove. I think it's just to show that he can. Like, I think he's going to obviously stay busy. He's probably going to own an NBA
I think
team.
He's doing that right now.
Yeah, he's
doing that right now.
I mean, Tom Brady kind of did, then was like, I still can do this, and does it, and then that was it.
He could retire, miss the first 3 months, and then come back.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. What if he could buy the team?
I just don't want to see him. I think he's so elite. Look, we're talking about him being first team All-NBA right now at 40. He can't retire.
No, I don't think it's. Look, I'm not saying it's like next year. I mean, he said 4 or 5 more years, which again is crazy to say out loud, but also not at the same time. My question about the retirement tour: Kobe had a big one, gifts everywhere. Do we think LeBron's will look like that? Will it be bigger? What are we thinking, Lou?
I experienced Kobe's farewell tour, and it was surreal to travel with him in and out of cities, different fan bases, and to be celebrated the way that he was. I don't think LeBron's is going to be anything short of that. I think at minimum it's gonna reach that level, if not eclipse it or be greater than that. Like, you're talking about, again, somebody who's had a 21-year career, competed at a high level, still competing at a high level. Like, even Kobe kind of limped out